Hi, this is Celeste from the Arachne Project. I'm an intuitive writing coach, and today I wanted to do some speed reads for you. Let's take a look at what you're manifesting and how you can move better with the energies around you. Now, one of these readings might fit best, or you might find yourself drawn to all three. But if none of them fit, come on back another time and maybe I'll be telling your story. Okay? I just tried recording this a few minutes ago and it didn't record. So hopefully these will be better readings. Spirit, I'm gonna throw this back in because I hadn't asked yet. Spirit, what are these writers manifesting right now? You take 3 cards for what are these writers manifesting right now? What are they manifesting? Uh-oh. All right. Well, so what I'm seeing here is, first of all, first thing I noticed is I just set these down and the Knight of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. So there is something in you that's trying to come forward. Something that you feel very, very, very deeply about. I'm going to draw a couple more cards because what I'm seeing here is a lot of overwhelm. It's a lot of, it's almost like a fear and a holding back because of overwhelm, because of a sense of nothing to share, or maybe a fear that nobody is going to want what you have to share. And the moon, okay, so the moon upright is about your intuition. It's about tapping into your feminine powers of intuition. And when I see it in the reverse here with these other cards, what it makes me think is that you're a little bit afraid of it, that you're not feeling confident about your intuition. So you've got this thing you want to bring in, that you want to create, but you have all these doubts. And I think that the doubts are stemming from overwhelm and lack of trust in yourself, possibly in your skills, but probably I'm thinking more likely in just in your overall ability in your life to lean into it and bring it forward. My guides just said memoir, okay? So maybe you're writing a memoir. Maybe you're writing a work of fiction that is heavily based on your, this is just to clarify what I'm talking about. Maybe you're bringing in a piece of writing, even fiction or poetry that's heavily influenced by your emotional life, okay? And you're feeling really like stuck with it. Not just in the writing sense, but also in the grand, like the overall sense of how that, like you're overwhelmed with the whole process. Like, how does one go about writing it? How does one go about getting it out into the world? So it's almost this feeling of not trusting that you should write this, okay? Not really thinking that you have anything to share that's of value. This is about value, not about emotions. And just generally feeling overwhelmed. So what I want to pull now are some cards that talk about, I want to talk about what's supportive here. Spirit, how can we support this writer who is a little bit overwhelmed and afraid of the scope of bringing this piece of writing, this project into the world? What do you have for me, Spirit? How can we help this writer? What's some blessings, some good things on their side? Okay. Haha, I love it. That's not an accident. Okay. All right, so this is about remembering that we all have to start somewhere, okay? Even if you feel like this thing is too big for you or it's too much for you, we have to remember that everybody starts somewhere. Everybody starts from scratch at one point. And it's really about enjoying the process. So the Page of Cups, he's got this, like he's thrown his cape off and he's got his little cup of paint here and he's got like such a mess around him. And the cat is like, what on earth are we doing here? But he is totally in the moment of painting this creation. And that is how you should feel when you're embarking on a new creative project. Not that shoulds are something that we should aspire to, but it's a good reminder to yourself that if you're taking yourself too seriously and not enjoying the process, then you're getting started on a foot that is not likely to lead you to take risks. It's not likely to push you through any difficulties that you might experience along the way. So staying connected with your heart energy, staying connected with those emotions that drove you to want to write this process, not just the emotions that were there before, but hopefully the overcoming of those emotions gives you something that you want to share. What I really like about this is that this is the Six of Pentacles, okay? And this is the Six of Pentacles. So you're worried that you've got nothing to share that's of value. And Spirit is telling you is absolutely of value, okay? So those fears just get in our heads and they just stop us, okay? And then Death here is about an ending. And this is about the ending of all of this negativity, okay, that you've got built up in your brain about this project before you even get really started on it, okay? This is about putting that to rest. It's about deciding to start again, okay? When we're tired of all of the fear and all of the negativity that we can think up in our brains, we come to this beginner mind. And that's where we find the flow again for the project, okay? So I'm gonna pull a goddess card to help you. If you're still feeling a little iffy about this, I'm gonna pull a goddess card to help you. Spirit, give us a goddess card to help pull this writer through this difficult, fearful energy of overwhelm. Spirit, can you give us a card to help encourage this writer to get back on the path and start creating again? Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. This is about not being held back, not allowing yourself to be held back. Whenever you see something that holds you back, you can look at it two ways. You can look at that as that closed door as a stop here, stop now, or you can look at it as an opportunity to open the door. I'm gonna pull a Moonology card, some more guidance for you. Spirit, can we get some more guidance for this writer? Something encouraging. Your dreams need a practical plan, okay? Sometimes the overwhelm can come from not actually take the time to create a practical plan for how we're going to move forward. Now, if you're a beginner writer, your practical plan might just be taking a writing class if you've never really written before. If you are writing fiction and this thing is a memoir, you might need to learn a little bit about how to write memoir. Maybe there's a book out there that could help you, or somebody that you could find that is experienced, where you could get a little bit of mentorship. There's lots and lots of resources out there for you to learn new skills. Okay, don't look at it as something like, oh, I don't know how to do that, and I'm not gonna try. I have nothing to give. I'm scared of this. I'm not going to take the risk. Okay, or all you need is a practical plan. Okay, it's totally doable. Everything's doable. I'm going to pull you a personal power card. This will be a little affirmation for you. You can say that. You can write about it, something that you can journal about, or just kind of pin up on your workspace or on your mirror. Or maybe you just want to say it with me right now when I pull it a couple of times and just kind of get it in there. I am abundant. Okay? When you're feeling like you have nothing to offer, that can be like a really low place to be creating from. And the only real answer to that is to turn it around on yourself. Okay? When you feel yourself in those low energies, you flip them around and remind yourself that you are of value. There's plenty of value. This isn't necessarily all about money, okay? Your value is not about money. Your value is about being. It's about being a person in this world and having something to offer and something to share. Okay? I'm gonna do a couple more of these. I'm gonna go for about a half an hour and see what we have time for. Next writer. We're gonna look at another writer, Spirit. Can you give us some cards to tell us about this writer's situation? What are they trying to manifest or draw in to their lives? What are they trying to manifest, create, or attract into their lives? What are they wanting, Spirit? All right. I don't like how that went. If it comes out again, I'm taking it, okay? But they keep falling out. It's like a lot. I want 3 cards. Okay. Getting a lot of secrets here. Okay, we got more doubt. Okay, but you're trying to pull yourself out of it. This is more doubt here. Not really trusting in your ability. The Queen of Pentacles is a woman who is, strong in her sense of self-worth. She is not just powerful, but she is the queen, okay? But in her reversed power, she's a little bit disempowered. Okay, so the disempowered Queen of Pentacles, it tends to be a little bit, I always get cynical. She can be really like manipulative, not necessarily emotionally so, but like about getting her way, getting what's hers. And I'm not saying that you're that way. What I am saying is that you might be a little bit stubborn right now about what it is that you want. Not trusting that you can have what it is that you want. stubborn about not trusting, maybe. And then we get this Five of Cups. This is the card of regret, okay? He's regretting all of these spilled cups, all of these lost hopes and wishes, okay? And that might be why you're feeling a little bit cynical. Maybe you've tried a bunch of things and they didn't work out. And maybe that's why it's reversed. Maybe you've already observed this in yourself and you're ready to move past it. Maybe you're ready to start thinking about what's in these cups behind you. What are in these, what are these other unexplored opportunities? Okay. So let's look at what those unexplored opportunities might be. Tell me a little bit about the paths that you haven't taken, or what else you, okay, so something that's coming to me right now, I'm just gonna stop for a second. Something that's coming to me right now is a situation that might help you tie into what I was saying. So say that you had this idea, okay? You had like some gut feeling and you like followed it and it didn't work out, okay? And now you're kind of in this place where you're like, you don't believe and you don't trust the opportunities because it didn't work out once or twice, or maybe even 3 times. So your trust is all used up and you've gotten a little bit cynical about things. And you're like, is it ever gonna work out? You wanna think it is. You wanna think it is. That's what this is. You wanna think it is. But how do you get into that space? Okay. So how do you get into that space? Trying again. How do you get into the space of trying again? Trusting your intuition. What's different this time? How you see it does matter. Eight of Wands reversed. It's about not acting too soon. Trusting your intuition, not acting too soon. Or too quickly. Clarify Three of Swords, Spirit. Clarify Three of Swords, Spirit. Again, it's about not moving too quickly. Honoring that while some things don't work out, some things do. Trusting that the right thing will work out for you, even though you've had disappointments, okay? This is about disappointments, and this is about disappointments. This is about heartbreak. That even when your heart is broken, there's still hope, okay? You have to stay open to the hope. And we have to remember that fools rush in, okay? Doesn't mean that you need to be paralyzed, though. You still can take action without rushing in like, going gangbusters on something that you're maybe not ready for. So it's about being cautious. It's about taking a step to trust again. I'm going to pull a couple more on this one. This is a about trusting again? How do we trust again? Okay, we're not going to rush. We're going to do our homework. We're going to approach this from a place of power this time. When we take action, we're going to take action from a place of power. Not from this like, woohoo, let's go energy. So time and place for that, right? It's not when your heart's broken. Trusting that what you want does exist. Trusting in happiness and fulfillment. Okay, so a little bit of this powerful kind of no bullshit energy. You're just cutting away the bullshit. Pardon my language. That's just me. And you're trusting that this is out there, but you have to just get rid of all that other stuff. Get rid of the nonsense, okay? And we do that by moving with a little more care, not by being closed off, not by being cynical, but just moving with a little more care, a little more caution, okay? I'm gonna pull a couple of goddess cards. How can this writer stand in their power, Spirit? Help this writer stand in their power. A couple pieces of guidance for them. Diana. Focused intention. Okay, she's just repeating this guy. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. Okay? Don't get sidetracked by these feelings of, oh, I'm not going to make it, or oh, I can't do it, or oh, it never worked out before, so. Moonology. Get one more piece of guidance for this writer. Goodness, okay, I'll go for that one. Balancing spirituality and practicality. So again, balancing this intuition and this need to make sure that we're not taking any false steps. It's just being really committed to paying attention to what is. We still trust in our heart, but we listen to what is. And we stop making up stories about what is as well. Here's an affirmation for you. If this has been resonating with you, here's your affirmation. I release what doesn't serve me. This regret is not serving you, and you know that, okay? You know that what does serve you is for you to continue on this path, to continue trying, to continue on, to remember that these opportunities didn't work out, okay? But you still got other opportunities. There's still other chances over here. Okay? So I'm going to do one more of these. I think we got time for one more. All right. Okay, Spirit. One more writer. Can we tune into one more writer situation? One more situation. What is this writer going through? What is this writer trying to manifest or bring in? What kind of energies are they dealing with around manifestation, creation? Ooh. Oh my goodness. I'm going to need some clarifiers on this one. I can already tell, because I'm getting two different things already. Okay, can you clarify? Let me pull some more cards to clarify. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Okay, so I'm not getting whether this is about a writing relationship or a personal relationship in this writer's life. Could be either. So I'm going to do my best to read it both ways. So this is about fate, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is about perfect timing. It's about trusting in perfect timing. It's about what's next on your path. It's about your calling. Okay, so this may be about you trying to find a partnership that is heartfelt, that has to do with your writing, or trying to find a relationship that actually supports your creativity. And I'm not getting a strong sense of one or the other, so maybe it could be people watching. Maybe one message is for some of you and the other message is for others of you, and that's okay. Either way, what I see here is a lack of trust in a lack of trust in this calling, a lack of, or maybe secrets. There could be some secrets here about this. And then also what I'm seeing here is an energy of past heartbreak, past choices, and past gone wrong. So there's a lot going on here in this person's past that's keeping them from really trusting and leaning into either. So you've gotten burned before is what I'm getting, okay? You've gotten burned before, whether this is a partnership that has to do with writing, or if it's a partnership at home that maybe supports your writing. Maybe you're wanting to date somebody, or there's a relationship that you have some questions about that you're already in. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 more cards. And I want to know, this is a lot of doubt, so I want to know what's supporting. Three more cards with either supportive or clarifying energy about this lack of trust. So 3 cards about trust. Let's clarify the trust. A lot that wants to be said here. The cards keep falling out. Okay, you are not going to just trust anybody with your passion. Okay, you're not going to partner up with anybody who doesn't support what it is that you're trying to do. You really need that support. You've decided that you need it through this past heartbreak and loss, and you are not having any more baloney in your life about whether or not this this passion of yours is for you. This is your writing, okay? This is your creativity. And you are done. You are ready for somebody in your life who supports you, regardless of whether this is a relationship or whether this is a partnership. You want somebody who can support and celebrate you and who is absolutely no bullshit about, they're not threatened by it if it's a relationship. And if it's a partnership, you want someone who's crystal clear, okay? Crystal clear on what they're doing with you. Let me pull a couple more because there is a lot of energy here. It kind of goes in different directions. Okay, I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them. All right. It's more of that decisive energy. And I actually think this is you. You have decided and you will decide. Okay. And this is about somebody coming forward to you with an offer of partnership of some sort. Okay, they're holding this little offer out for you. And so you're going to get an offer of some sort. And this is a sense to me, this is the Five of Swords, and this is a sense to me of there being too many cooks in the kitchen. So is this something that, clarify the Five of Swords for me. Clarify Five of Swords. Okay. You are not having any of this energy, basically, is what I'm getting. You're looking for absolute certainty. And you are going to be certain. Piece of guidance. I want to go back to this just for a second. If this is a writing thing, this is about wanting to work with somebody who this can be about contracts. Somebody who's serious about your work. Okay, someone who has proven themselves, someone who you trust to be able to take you where you need to go with your work. If it's about partnership, working on a project with somebody else, this is about trusting who you're being with, okay? And if it's about a relationship, this is about wanting commitment with not just commitment, but like an actual agreement. You're wanting certainty in that relationship. You're not wanting to get invested in something that is going to pull you off track later, which makes total sense with everything else that we've seen here. And this is all from a position of strength. I just want to add, I don't sense any over controllingness about this. And so if that's what you're wondering about, if you're wondering if you're being unrealistic, like we have on the bottom of the deck, we have the Butterfly Maiden about transformation. You're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. It's a sign to look at the fact that you're ready for this change. You're ready to be done with all of this. And if there are people in your life who are like, you're being too strict or too rigid, or you need to be more flexible, this may not be the time for that. If you feel that you're ready for a certain thing and you're coming at that from a place of empowerment, then it's time to trust yourself, okay? It's time. It's time to trust your intuition instead of letting other people make decisions for you. That's the transformation. Divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your true heart's desire? Don't let anybody tell you that it should be something different. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, that's okay. But if you do know, you know. Luck is on your side. Luck. Destiny. New moon. This is what you're drawing to you. Luck is on your side. Believe in this. You will draw it to you. Okay. I'm going to get a personal power card. Here's your personal affirmation. Whoops, that one wants to out. I am perceptive. This is about believing in yourself. Believing in, trusting your inner knowing that this is what you need, that you need this clarity in your life with the people that you're working with and the people that you live with and share your life with. You need them to believe in you the way that you believe in yourself. Okay, I hope this reading was helpful to you. If you would like and subscribe, it would help other writers find me. And if you want to work with me, I do one-on-one coaching and writing mentorships. You can find all my info on my About page or at arachneproject.com. Thank you. Bye.